Welcome to part 40, and we are halfway done collecting the mirror shards for the Mirror of Twilight. Yay! Now, here are a couple of things that I forgot to mention in my last video. The chest that has the bedroom key, aka the big key, aka the boss key. It was found in an ordinary chest, not those big fancy chests that you would usually find the boss key in. I think it's this game's way of trolling with you because, remember, the gimmick of Snow Peak was to go throughout the dungeon trying to find the right chest that has the key in it. And 2 times, they've been food. Now, I kind of understand the game's way of thinking, but still, having this third chest be an ordinary chest, it makes sense. I mean, if it's obviously a big fancy chest, then, oh, we found it, no problem. But I wonder if the game's going to troll with you like, oh, this is not the big key, this is the, goat meat from Ordon, la 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 la, and good old Yetta has it. It's like, ugh. But thankfully that did not happen. And then those hearts that appeared from Yeto and Yetta at the end before the heart container. Again, Snow Peak's enemies do not drop hearts. We have to rely on potions and the soup. And all those hearts, I think it's all those dungeon hearts that were supposed to be from the enemies, and oh, those aren't important. Here, take the heart container instead. Trollolololo. Stupid game. Anyway, the 3 letters we got from the mailman, well, one of them is from good old human-headed chicken lady, and that will only appear after we use the warping system. The second is from Agatha explaining this weird dream about bugs, and we'll get back to her in the next video. And the third is from Yetta, and we'll see her and Yeto again in this video. Anyway, we are back in Telma's bar, and we're going to figure out where to go next. And it turns out the group member that is missing is Rusl, and he has gone back to Faron Woods to investigate that area. And let's talk with Ashy first, and she'll explain that she will never find out the true mystery about Snow Peak and the Beast. And see, this would be a perfect opportunity for Midna to reveal herself, for Link to explain, because I know I sound like a broken record, but missed opportunity. And it turns out that Rusl's exploring and investigating an area known as the Sacred Grove. Weren't we just there? Oh, well, before we go there, let's go to some places. First of all, Madame Fanadi. Madame Fanadi is actually a fortune teller, and when you pay her 10 rupees, she can read either your career or love. Now, in terms of career, it's not like, oh, you're going to be a goat herder for the rest of your life. Nope, it's what you're supposed to do next in the game. And for love, is it, oh, you're going to be with Ilea for the rest of your life? No. It's the location of the next heart piece that's been unclaimed. And that's nice. Anyway, the magic words she says, they're actually, a sentence backwards. Now, in the terms of love, it's, wait, loading takes a while, and for career, it is, what am I talking about, what am I talking about? So, yeah, that's interesting. And look, it's Snow Peak. Yeah, that means that there's a heart piece to be claimed at Snow Peak, and I will get that heart piece later on. Anyway, Madame Fanadi has an interesting look. I mean, it is reminiscent of the Sheikah, because if you've looked closely on her forehead, there is that Sheikah eye, so she could be a member of that lost tribe. Also, her name, Fanadi. It's actually a play on the name of the 3 goddesses, Fa, Feore, Na, Naru, and Di, Din. So that's interesting. Anyway, we are done with her, so we're moving on to this place right here, the Ice Block Puzzle. And you can find the entrance to it near the Hyrule Field entrance to Zora's domain in northern Hyrule Field. Basically, the idea here is they took the ice block puzzle from Snow Peak and, well, expand upon it so that we can, well, solve it. Just push the blocks to have them step on the switches so we can proceed onward. Now, there are 3 of these puzzles to solve, and I mean, they can be difficult, they can be time-consuming. I mean, it's not impossible. I did it. Basically, the goal is to solve 3 puzzles that we can gain access to the treasure chest, which contains another heart piece. And, yeah. Now, if you need help, there are facts online about, there are facts on GameStop and whatnot to essentially solve the puzzle by going, oh, push here, push there, push here, push there. Yeah. Anyway, the first puzzle was easy, and it can be figured out easy. The second one has 2 switches, but it's still not that bad. The third one goes back to 1 switch, but the way to manipulate the blocks is a little complicated. Again, there are guides online that can explain this in more detail than I could. I'm just going through the motions right quick so that I can get to the heart piece and move on. Alright. Now, there are some final things to do at Snow Peak. First of all, you know that cavern it took to get to Snow Peak? Well, turns out those frozen ice chunks, one of them has a Poe. Oh, God. And those lanterns, if you light those lanterns, you get a chest. Anyway, the Poe will appear. You know the drill. Kill it and take care of, and grab its soul. And then, afterwards, there is one more thing we need to do before we leave Snow Peak forever. We're going to reunite with the Yetis one last time and have a little fun with them. We're going to have a nice little race. Yeah, the snowboard racing. Yeah. Why am I talking like this about the snowboard racing? Well, the snowboard racing is, well, it can be fun or it can be frustrating depending on your point of view. Now, it can be fun in the fact that, people like snowboarding games in general, but frustrating as to what, I mean, you have to see it to believe it. Basically, what we have to do is go all the way back up to, where the Yetis are, because they'll be hanging out on top of the peak, and in order to get back to their mansion now, we have to challenge them to a race. I mean, it's simple enough. We have to race down there. That's no problem. Now, in order to get down there, in order to make it down there no problem, in order to beat the Yetis, well, first of all, press forward on the control stick to get some speed. And second, just mind your surroundings, be careful, and jump on those gaps. So, anyway, before I show you what I'm talking about, let's go chat with Yeto right here. Blah, 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 blah. Let's start racing. Now, the race with Yeto, it's pretty easy. You can do this on one try. Now, the only obstacle is that Yeto is big, and he can push you out of the way. In fact, that has happened to me in the past playthroughs of this thing. And, we could just breeze on past him because Link is lighter, and yeah. Also, coming up will be a shortcut. Yeah. As you can see on the map, there is a shortcut here that we can take, and we can just breeze on past Yeto and win the day. And yeah, simple, right? Well, here's the thing. There's this one turn left before you get to the actual mansion that can really screw you up. One that kind of corkscrews around a little, and that can really screw you over in the end. But yeah, otherwise Yeto is easy to beat. It's just you just need some time and patience, and you can do it. You can do it on your first try. It is possible. Now, after being Yeto, we have the option to race Yetta, and she is much faster because of her size, and she will take advantage of the shortcut. It's like, oh my god. Ugh. Which means you have to use the shortcut to guarantee success. And even then, you are not guaranteed success. I mean, Yetta is fast. It's like, oh my god. She's like, ugh. mean, you really need to be on that game. I mean, I hate the race with Yetta. It's like, jeez Louise, like, gah. I mean, people can race Yetta and beat her on the first try. And those people are lucky. Lucky. Those that race Yetta over and over again, I feel sorry for you, because in order to get the heart piece in this area, we need to beat Yetta. And, oh god. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. It took me, took me a lot to beat Yetta. It took me a lot of time to beat Yetta. It took me over 40 minutes, and I hate this minigame. I'm not gonna deny it. I hate this. Do you know how much I hate it? Do you want to know, huh? Do you want to know? Well, you know what? I'm going to actually show you right now. Finally, I've managed to beat Yetta. Barely. I mean, after 40 minutes and many failures, this is the race that earns me my heart piece. And is it worth it? Well, in a way, yes, because it's a heart piece. But if you don't mind going with 19 hearts in this game, I don't blame you. I don't blame you if you do not go through with this minigame. I seriously don't blame you. Because, jeez Louise, this murder. Also, believe it or not, after I have successfully completed this minigame, I had to take a break. I'm serious, I have to take a break. Because this gave me a literal physical headache. I had to take a break, I had to grab some Tylenol, because, jeez Louise, the stress of getting through this over and over again can be brutal. And yes, you saw me hit Yetta with the sword. You can do that to make Yetta go out of control for a second or so. And sometimes that second is all it takes for you to win or to lose. And you can see here, I barely made it. See, Yetta was right on my rear. It's like, oh my god, if I lost again, I would have lost. I was debating whether or not to actually do this minigame for this Let's Play. I was debating, but I might as well go ahead and show you how ridiculous this is and probably quit, but I succeeded. I did it for you. And no, Yetta, I am not coming back to race at any time. I got my heart piece. We are done. I am never going to see you again. So let's move on with this game. Let's go on and talk to Rusl back in Faron Woods, who is investigating a place we've already been to. The Sacred Grove. You know, the place where we got the Master Sword. Why are we going back here after we just been there? I mean, I know why. But why are we going back? I mean, and why do we need Rusl? Can we just go there on our own? I mean, we've Midna jumped before. Why couldn't we do it again? But no. We have to do it. We have to do it a special way, as Rusl will explain. So let's just meet up with the guy and have a little chat with him. So, we're supposed to use this golden chicken to glide across to the other side so that we can get to the sacred grove. Okay. Why couldn't we use wolf mode? Well, as we find out later on during this crossing, certain areas of the pathway have changed, requiring the use of this golden chicken. And in my opinion, there's nothing special about this golden chicken. Well, except for the fact that it doesn't go crazy after we put it down, so that we won't lose it, but yeah. Now, here's a fun fact. If you approach Rusl as Wolf Link, he will go all into panic because, well, he is still a bit shaken up from the monster attack in Ordon Village. And, well, who could blame the guy? I mean, his village was attacked, the children were taken, but he's still a veteran, shell-shocked and whatnot. Now, here, for example, take this place, for example. There's no heavy wind here, and I believe there's only one bridge now, for some reason. Yeah, the layout has changed slightly, but still, I'm sure we can find our way across as Wolf Link. It's possible. Midna can show us the way, but anyway, we have to rely on Golden Chicken to go back to a place that we have already been to. And if memory serves me well, once we enter the cave, we're probably going to have another encounter with that blasted Skull Kid and his stupid puppets in order to get back to the Sacred Grove, which, I mean, wouldn't it make sense for the Shadow Beast to, you know, some Shadow Beast to at least come down and, so we can kill them, so we can create a war point or something? Ugh. Anyway, we're going back to familiar territory in part 41. Oh, this should be fun. This should be exciting. Not really. See ya then.